Bembry is the main defender for Giannis on this play. And you'll see right at the start, right as he passes half court, Norm will show on Giannis. So Giannis is aware that if he drives to the right, Norm is right there. So there's already some help being shown without the Raptors actually doubling. So Giannis goes left and the Raptors switch here. Now Fred is on Giannis. So the scheme here is switching. We're not going to let Giannis go past the screen, use the screen to create space. We're going to switch. So it's one-on-one with Fred. He drives, and Bembry comes back to show again. And you also see Boucher right there. So at this point, Giannis, as he looks up, has 3 defenders on him, with only one of those defenders being truly committed. Bembry is sort of committed because he's left his man on the perimeter open. But the Raptors' strategy has always been to make sure Giannis is suffocated while their role players are forced to beat us. And that's exactly what happens. He passes to DiVincenzo here, who shoots it. Norm contests the shot. This is a possession the Raptors can live with. OG is the primary defender on Giannis as he brings the ball up the court. And as soon as he crosses the half-court line, Fred is right there to show help. And this already throws Giannis off because he already knows that if he drives to his right, Fred is going to be there and he's going to run into trouble. So he goes to the left and takes OG in a bit of a face-up position. And what DiVincenzo does here is he cuts, which is what you're supposed to do. When your man is showing help somewhere else, you cut hoping that the guy with the ball will find you. But as he cuts, which is a good thing, Fred sort of drops down, and so does Siakam. And Bembry does not clear. Bembry does not clear the painted area because you would expect, or the Bucks hope that Bembry would clear and catch Middleton in the corner, but Bembry stays where he is. So at this point, Giannis has OG, Fred, Siakam, and Bembry all to worry about. And the cool part about this play is that none of those other 3 guys are fully committed to Giannis. They're still in positions where they can help other players if need be. So what ends up happening is that Giannis tries to create something out of nothing, almost gets stripped, and ends up passing to Lopez. And at this point, the Bucks are in an advantage because it's a 2-on-1 situation with Norm guarding, Lopez and Bryn Forbes. And that's fine from the Raptors' perspective because they want their role players to beat you and not Giannis. So they can comfortably live with Lopez taking that somewhat open 3 with only 1 defender guarding 2 Bucks players. That's fine with us. So the Bucks here, instead of Giannis bringing the ball up the court, try to initiate the play from the post-up position, and Siakam is on Giannis here on the block. And he's going to try to post him up, but Siakam does a good job fighting him off, making it difficult for Giannis to even catch the ball, pushing him out maybe a couple of feet further than he wants to. And look at the pressure that Bembry is applying on the entry pass into the post. It's significant. So by the time he does catch the ball, he thinks he has a move now. But wait, what's that? Fred VanVleet right there showing more help. And this is the Giannis wall that people talk about, right? Prevent easy drives and easy passes for Giannis. So as Fred comes over, Bucks have some other action where you see Connaughton cut down the middle, but Norm sticks with him. And now there's a guy open in the corner, and that's DJ Augustine. But the Raptors don't even make that pass easy for him as Fred supplies even more pressure, pushing Giannis further out, and Siakam is basically trapping him now with the sideline being an extra defender. Look at this pass to DJ Augustine. This one is not easy, but Giannis has length, so he does make this pass, which is a pretty difficult one, across the court, and Bembry rotates over, and once again you see a role player take a shot instead of Giannis, which is the Raptors' strategy. The Bucks are now playing Giannis off the ball, and this is a play between Middleton and DiVincenzo. But what I wanted to point out is Giannis on the glass. We still have 2 defenders on him, Siakam and OG. So even when he does not have the ball, he's garnering extra attention from the Raptors defense and making his life difficult. Here, they completely seal him off from the defensive glass and get the rebound. And once again, force a role player to take a shot. Here, the Bucks put Giannis in a pick-and-roll situation. Siakam is his original defender, but immediately you notice that the Raptors, first of all, they switch Bembry onto Giannis, and they supply help from Baines from the weak side. So Giannis now had Siakam, Bembry, and Baines guard him so far in this possession. So he's seeing different looks at every opportunity. And finally, the Bucks drive, and Siakam cuts over. The ball goes back to Giannis. And guess what? Now you have Baines again, Siakam again, but don't forget Boucher there. is supplying extra protection at the rim. So on this possession alone, Giannis saw 4 defenders at different times, which means he is overwhelmed by the looks the Raptors are throwing him, which makes his life that much difficult.